One of the big themes emerging from this year's outlook is that consumers across the world see no real significant divide between what are often termed digital and traditional media. What they want is more flexibility, more freedom and convenience in when and how they consume their preferred content, no matter how they access it. As companies keep up their efforts to meet these demands, we're expecting total global entertainment and media revenues to rise at 5.1% a year, compound over the coming 5 years. But that headline rate obviously masks a world of difference at the country level, with Japan seeing the slowest growth and Nigeria the fastest. What's common, though, across all markets is that when consumers become connected, their behaviour becomes more similar, subject, though, to two provisos. First, obviously the local infrastructure for consuming content, and second, the availability of content experiences that are relevant to those consumers personally. This means local preferences remain critical even in the globalized world that we talk about. Put simply, we're in an environment today where consumers really do call the shots. Given the right access and content, they're seeking more flexibility and freedom, for which really read the word choice, in what, when and how they actually consume. And what they're choosing is offerings that combine relevance and convenience with an inspiring, personalized experience, however it's delivered. These offerings include, obviously, the types of shared live experiences that have proven not just resilient in the face of digital, but indeed are resurgent. The growth of live music and cinema box office combined will outpace overall consumer spending growth over the forecast period. In China, box office will rise, in fact, at a 15.5% growth rate compounded annually. So the message from consumers is clear. Digital, non-digital, it's all about content experiences. And to meet widely differing consumer preferences, the challenge for companies is to blend data insights, customer intuition, to create tailored, inspiring experiences that can be shared. The prize on offer is increased by the fact that the consumer has never been more up for grabs than it is today. Now, turning to advertising. Total global ad revenues are predicted to rise at 4.7% compounded annually. Again, there'll be wide variations, this time with Indonesia being the world's fastest growing ad market and Greece the only one to shrink. While digital advertising will definitely spearhead global ad growth, non-digital media will still make up over 60% of global ad spend in 2019. Now, facilitated by the doubling of smartphone connections globally by 2019, both mobile and video internet advertising will be the main drivers of that digital advertising growth, with mobile ad revenues overtaking paid search in the US by 2016 and display advertising globally 2 years later. At the same time, video advertising spend is predicted to surge by nearly 20% a year. So what does all this mean? Well, with overall global ad revenues outpacing consumer spending, we have the prospect of a global industry that's increasingly dependent on advertising. And the growth differential between consumer and advertising revenue tends to be wider in the growth territories. This is a trend that we must keep a close eye on. More generally, entertainment and media companies worldwide must embrace the consumption experience as their critical success factor. This means combining content with a user experience that is differentiated and compelling on the consumer's platform of choice. To achieve this, they'll need to do three things. First, innovate around the product and the user experience. Second, develop seamless customer relationships across distribution channels. And third, put mobile and increasingly video at the center of their offerings. Thank you.